I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered how big the Teletubbies are? Well, they're nearly 10 feet tall and tower over the average human being. The rabbits in the Teletubbies garden are actually a gigantic species of rabbit to make the Teletubbies look smaller on camera. And if you're wondering what the Tubby custard is, it's actually mashed potatoes and paint, which will kill you if you eat it.
What on earth? Why are the Teletubbies and rabbits giant size? I'm so confused. Why couldn't we just keep them normal size? As a child, can you imagine going up to one of those Teletubbies and them being 10 feet tall? I thought they would be like just a normal size and they would just hug you like normally. That would be terrifying. I would have nightmares.
So in one episode of Phineas and Ferb, Dr. Doofenshmirtz actually goes on a date with Phineas and Ferb's mom.
Oh.
Here they are on their date. But what does this mean for Phineas and Ferb, you might think? Well, Dr.
Weird.
Doofenshmirtz is the biological father of Phineas and Candace. Check this out. Both Phineas and Dr. Doofenshmirtz have triangular heads, and they're both very smart and love inventing things. And Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Candace both have very long necks.
I feel like it could be a bit of a stretch, like going from they went on a date to like they're the father of your children, but maybe that would be pretty weird. And honestly, I don't think I ever pieced together that they went on a date. Like, did I just forget about how weird that was and random? Weird. I don't know if I really paid attention in my childhood, you know? I just stared at the things going across the screen. What's going on, guys? Welcome or welcome back. I am Sassy, and today I'm about to ruin your entire life because we are checking out some things that will ruin your childhood. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry because you know what? It's about to ruin mine too, so we are all in this together. What? That is some adult humor. That is not good. That should not be in a children's movie. Yeah, we don't need to go into detail about what this means, but it's not good and it does not belong where children can see it. People are sick. Y'all are sick.
Do you remember Pocahontas from the Disney movies?
Pocahontas.
She was a real person and she was only 11 years old. Since she was able to speak English, she was used as a translator between the Native Americans and the Englishmen. However, a man named Captain Samuel Argyle tricked her into coming onto a ship and kidnapped her as his prisoner. She was then forced to marry John Rolfe at the age of 12 and changed her name to Rebecca Rolfe. Her new husband then took her to London to show off his new Indian bride. Unfortunately, on the trip back to London, she got smallpox.
Okay, am I the only person who didn't know that Pocahontas was based on a true story? What? Pocahontas existed? And she was 12? When I was watching that, I thought she was like in her 20s, minimum. I actually really want to know more about like this original story because that is a movie plot if I've ever seen one. But like not a Disney movie plot, you know? Because it's like very serious and twisted. Wow, I'm just learning a lot today. Well, maybe he wrote it upside down. Let me watch this again. Y'all are trying to mess with me. No, you cheaters. He could have had that notepad and he knew that when it flipped it would do that, so he was writing it upside down. Don't ruin this for me. Nope, it still works. It still works in the movie because you can write it upside down like that. I'm rewatching Camp Rock and what is she strumming? Oh my god, you're not even over the strings. Oh no. That is bad acting. You know what? It's funny. I had to do a music video once where I had to play the guitar player. And I've played guitar. I used to like take guitar lessons as a kid with acoustic guitar. So like I knew like basic to make it look, but they were literally just strum, like actually strum the keys because you're not gonna be hooked up to a mic or anything. So I sat there and I just actually strummed the keys. That's what they should have been doing. Like at least be hitting the strings and just move your hands.
Crazy facts that will ruin your childhood. Phil Lewis,
Can't wait.
who played Mr. Mosby on the Disney Channel, you know this guy, was arrested in 1991 for manslaughter and drunk driving.
Manslaughter, and drunk driving. Mosby. How did he even get on the Disney Channel with a record like that? But then again, Robert Downey Jr. and like a ton of other celebrities have like had a history with the law and they still made it in Hollywood. So like not really surprised. He just turned his life around. But manslaughter? It's a very serious crime. One male and the rest female, right? Yeah. Huh? Who is Nala's dad? Well, maybe Nala's dad just doesn't exist in the movie, you know? Like maybe he's just dead? I don't know. I'm confused now. Am I mixing up the characters? Nala. Mufasa can't be Nala's dad because Simba's with Nala and then they'd be siblings. Oh, I don't like it. I think her dad just doesn't exist, but it's not them.
You know that episode where SpongeBob says, you know what's funnier than 24? 25. Yeah, he said that because Channel 24 used to be Disney and Channel 25 used to be Nickelodeon. Wait, which means that they were just dissing Disney.
Oh my god, shut up! Is that for real? If that is, that's actually kind of funny because like the writers were very clever on that and they were like trying to like take a little jab, you know, and like thinking people might notice, they might not, but like we know and we know we get in our little diss track in there. That's funny. No, I applaud that. I like the sass. I like the secret little sass going on. Age gap. Oh no. Whew. 14? Snow White was not 14. Who is making up these ages? We don't actually know their age, do we? Do they say their age in these movies? There's no freaking way Snow White was 14 years old. I thought she was like a young adult, like at least like early to mid 20s. We didn't learn their age. Y'all are messing with me. Does Google say this? Like, where did we get these ages from? I don't remember them saying their age in the movies.
Fan theories that'll ruin your childhood? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You know Willy Wonka as an eccentric and playful candy genius. But what if I told you he was evil? The evidence is that the tube to the Chocolate River is perfectly sized to children, and there's no extra room on the boat that goes through the scary tunnel. Willy Wonka is a murderer that uses children as his secret ingredient.
I've actually heard the whole fan theory about Willy Wonka and that like he like kidnaps children. Like if you really think about it, we've always been taught don't take candy from strangers, and like that's literally the story behind Willy Wonka. You're literally taking candy from a stranger and you're going into his home. Like he selects children to come into his home. Like it's a little bit weird and creepy. And then they happen to just all like die and get hurt along the way.
Major conspiracy theory with the Santa Claus movies. My theory is that the elves at the North Pole conspired against the Santa Claus that fell off the roof. Alright, so this is right in the rolling credits in the beginning.
What?
We see this little girl. Okay. Face. Look at those ears! That's a freaking elf! I always thought this scene was so weird when I watched it as a kid. It's weird because this kid literally does not react to the fact that the Santa who left is not the Santa who came back.
That's so true. That elf would literally be like, you're not Santa. Like he didn't even care. Did anyone? None of the kids really know. Like, I'm confused. That is a movie flaw. That's weird. All right, guys. Well, before I get out of here, I'm going to give our sassy shout out for the day. Hopefully I didn't ruin your whole childhood, just like most of it. But today's sassy shout out goes to Brandy Mungula. I hope I said that right. And they said, I'm so glad Charlotte shouted out your channel. It took me 2 days, but I finally caught up and watched all your videos. Oh my god, I just want to give you the biggest hug. I love Charlotte, absolutely. I saw that she gave me a little shout out. I appreciate her. I texted her and I thanked her. If anyone doesn't know who I'm talking about, I'm going to link her channel. Go check her out. She's freaking hilarious. And I worked with her for many years. She's great. If you guys want to be the next sassy shout out, make sure you guys are writing things down below. I try to answer as many of you as I can, and I do handpick them for future videos. So make sure you guys are commenting down below. I'm getting out of here. Stay classy, but more importantly, stay sassy. Bye. All right, this is things that my camera's shaking, will ruin your childhood. 5, 3, 2, 1, not High School Musical. Don't ruin this for me. Ugh. 6. Okay, this sweater. Like, you're cute, but stay on my body, please. Thank you. And Johnny Depp, come on now. I'd go into his chocolate factory. Not in, that came out way worse than it was supposed to. I just mean, like, I love Johnny Depp, and if he did have an actual chocolate factory, I would go to it. Whoa, that sounded really bad. Have you even subscribed to the channel yet? Don't be a fake fan. Hit that subscribe button. You know you want to.